So there's this group that I've been working with for the last couple of years, and one of the topics of discussion that keeps coming up, and it's something that I've not only seen in this group, but just about anywhere else where I've been in the world, is this issue of no trust in large organizations today. Where basically the agreements are not worth the paper that they're written on. I've seen it often. I won't, for obvious reasons, mention any names. But I had this one person on one of our workshops just share an example of where they literally just closed a deal for around $200 million, a 5-year deal, and it wasn't even 3 months after they signed the deal, after they agreed all the terms of the deal, where the professional purchasing department didn't come back to them 3 months later saying, look, we have to reopen this agreement, we need to reduce the price further. And it left these guys thinking, from the vendor organization, from the sales organization, left them thinking, what do they have to do to do business with this client? Because of course, if there's no basis for trust, if the contracts don't really govern the relationship, how do you deal with that? One of the key challenges that are faced by people who work for large corporations, if this is you, see if you can identify with this. The average person in sales are terrified to meet with the professional buyers, because the professional buyers display this tactical approach, this approach that really is designed to counter all the relational stuff, all the old sales tricks, if you want to call them that salespeople used to work with in the past, going to the lunches, playing golf, doing all that kind of stuff. The professional procurement department has killed that. With some of these big corporations, you can't even buy somebody a sandwich, in the context of your business relationship with them. Unfortunately, what has happened is this has led to the breakdown of trust in doing business, with some of these large corporations for a couple of reasons. Because number one, it's all become about the process. So there's a process that's designed to govern things, and that process doesn't really count for the people. Also, we've designed these organizations so that we can just take people in and out of the organizations, right? So when people come in, they know that they can be easily replaced. As a matter of fact, they expect to be promoted or to be moved to another department within a year or two, so they don't feel that sense of personal responsibility to what they're doing anymore. So the challenge that you now face, if you're on the sales side, is how do you respond to this? How do you deal with this wholesale break of trust? And one of the first things not to do, so we can talk maybe about some of the things that you could do, but first, what you shouldn't do is try to respond to a tactical issue with a strategic response, right? A tactical approach requires a tactical response. What I see so often, particularly people who sell complex solutions that are worth, millions, if not tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars, normally they're sold by very smart people. And the smarter people are, the more likely they are to find a strategic solution. The more likely they are to get stuck into, trying to analyze all the different solutions to a certain problem, instead of just recognizing some of the tactical exchanges that are taking place and responding tactically. So this is one of the things that we teach those who come through our training, through our skills development interventions, is we equip them with the skills that they need to counter these tactics that are used by the professional procurement organizations, to adequately address this breakdown of trust that we see on a wholesale basis within the corporate world. This is a sales challenge that we've seen shared by almost all the audiences that we work with, which is why we've designed our methodology specifically to equip you with the strategies, tools, and techniques that you need to respond to the tactical approaches of professional buyers. So click the link below and get started so that you can get the structure, the consistent application of negotiation best practices to deal with these challenges sooner rather than later.